Las Vegas at SEMA 2023. We had to drop by and see Sydney, Brae, Gwinn
at the P&S Detail Products Booth.
Yes.
So this is an interesting year. It seems a little different. It's like steady but not packed.
Yeah, which I actually love. I'm loving it because I feel like we're getting more time to talk to people. In years past, there's always that there's the people that stood in your booth for 20, 30 minutes waiting to talk to you and you just didn't get to them and you always feel bad.
Yeah.
So this year, I'm actually loving that it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit more intentional. That's why you probably heard me elsewhere say, that I like MTE better because of the more intimate setting and you have more time. And so it is very busy, but I feel like we're having more time with each person. I feel like we're able to give people attention, which is great.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, it's super, super busy. I mean, you still got your whole crew is in here.
Right.
You guys have got some products that you've resurged. Like we're looking at the
Radiance.
The Radiance that you've brought back on. It's now like a ceramic.
Right. It's a ceramic maintenance wash. It just leaves, super high shine, super hydrophobic, kind of just makes you feel like you just got it coated again. So really, really good for just maintenance.
And it's funny because I heard somebody actually asking a question about hydrophobic. And it's like, why is everybody so worried about hydrophobic? So let's talk about why you would want things to bead up for those people that, it should make sense, but I know people are kind of embarrassed to ask that. But let's talk about what hydrophobic is and why we need to have it.
So hydrophobic is basically just meaning that, if you wash a car or put water on a car that has no protection, it just goes flat and the water just spreads across the surface and sits there. So we want things to be hydrophobic and bead so that when in motion, it all just rolls off. And so we want it to not stay attached to the surface. So the lesser contact angle you can get, and that's where you things like Bead Maker, Defender come in. So it lessens that contact angle. It allows the water to fall off and or dry easily with a towel. So the more hydrophobic the surface is, the less likely the water is to dry on the surface and stick on the surfaces. There are people doing push-ups.
They're doing push-ups.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Wow,
you couldn't wait for
me? To change if you guys could see what we can see.
Yes, we can see this. Check this out.
I feel like we're missing this. Wow.
There you go.
That is Kevin Davis and Justin Labato.
Justin Labato going at it.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
I'm telling you,
come on. Don't stop. Yep. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Justin Labato.
Justin Labato's killing him.
Burning it.
Woo!
Justin. Very good.
The things you see
awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, I'm totally distracted.
I know. That was crazy.
It wasn't distracting to me as much.
So as you can tell, we're having a lot of fun at the P&S.
That is great.
Detail Products Booth at SEMA.
Those guys need some hydrophobic action going on in their back
spray
sweat.
Some water on them and see what happens.
So the main thing with that is that you don't want the water to sit on the car.
Right. And then also when you don't have hydrophobics, when you go to dry the car, it just kind of smears around, right? But if the water or the, whatever is sitting on top of it, that towel removes the water a lot easier. So it makes it much easier to dry, less smearing. So, we want hydrophobics, I know a lot of people say, why aren't there sheeting products? Well, really a sheeting product's just going to mimic a car with no product, and so you kind of want one that will bead and sheet on its own under motion. That's kind of the goal. So, so the Radiance, it just it renews the hydrophobics of first couple weeks of having a coating, just allows for easier drying, which is going to make it look better.
Yeah, and anything you can do,
rains, it's going to beat off.
Anything you can do to get that car to retain the shine that it has, and to keep all the everything, dirt and dust and gunk and hard water, and everybody's environment's different. So where we're at in Boise, Idaho, there's a lot of hard water, and that just helps with that. So that is what a lot of these products are formulated for, and I love the fact that we can come in and talk to Dave, the chemist, who's back there in the background, right? There. And he actually will tell you why it does something and how it does it, and how the this is the compound that allows the hydrophobicity to happen.
Right.
So you guys, P&S has been around for
61
years.
Well,
no, 62 now, almost 63. Yeah. So established in 1961 by Bob and Dave's dad, Phil Phillips, right? And then they took it over mid 80s. The two of them, and so they've had it ever since then, and same building, Super, super cool. It was funny. I have to tell a funny story now that we're talking about Dave. This morning he was doing a video and we were supposed to introduce ourselves and our positions within P&S. And so he's, was saying, well, my name's Dave Phillips and I'm the director of operations for P&S. And, and I was like, no, you got to say you make the stuff. Like, I was like, not many people can say that. You got to, no, add in that you make everything.
You actually,
it was
you
so
actually
funny.
make
I was
the
like,
products.
you're the chemist, like that you actually make everything.
You're like the genius behind the brand.
I was like, you're like the guy.
The
like,
guy. It's like,
you're our favorite.
You're the
So,
mad scientist in the back.
Yeah.
What can I do
But
next?
he's not mad. He's just very focused. He's the guy that's like, well, why did it do that? How come it didn't do this?
Right.
How can I get it to make it do a little better?
Yep.
And that is, I think, the one of the nice things about it is they're very approachable.
Mm-hmm.
Dave's one of the most approachable people. They've got you in here, which you answer tons of questions about not just their products, but about detailing in general and how it works with the products. And that I think is more valuable than just here's a great product, take it and go. There's so many companies that just kind of put them out there. So what do you guys, end of the year coming up, this is pretty much the premier event for the end of the year, but then at the beginning of the year you got Mobile Tech Expo, and then you guys have
TR SEMA,
the P&S University, TR SEMA. There's just a ton of events you can get.
So you're not busy at all.
Nope. Well, and I had to remind Dave yesterday that, we always release new products at TR SEMA. So we're literally like 5 months out of.
So you just put the pressure on Dave. So,
He'll just put a new scent in something. He'll be like, it's coconut.
No,
Make
we
it a
like
little
to
bit
do our
more
ground up products for that.
Yeah,
We like to do our ground up products. So, and we've had a couple in the last 2 years, we've had 3 major ground up.
Yes,
full, start at the bottom, ground up. So we had Absolute,
series.
Absolute, and then Swift and Defender were totally outside of anything that Dave had ever created or made or anything. So, that was just, and I think that's what's kind of cool about our team is Dave, he doesn't necessarily use the products a lot or really understand what detailers are looking for. But, like specifically on Absolute, we gave him a checklist. We need a product that does all 12 of these things. And so in his mind, he can put that all together and he creates a product and then gives it to us. And we go, oh my gosh, this is great. But he doesn't really understand all the time what our end game is, but we can give him a checklist and he can put all the pieces together to accomplish what we need in a product. And that's exactly what happened on Swift and Defender. Swift a little bit more where it was like, okay, we need it to do this and this and this and this. And it doesn't really make sense, but I mean, he, near nails it the first time.
That's
we always have
awesome.
little tweaks, but I mean, near nails it.
Well, and the other thing is he takes that feedback. He wants to understand why it's doing this or that or the other, and then explain what he needs to do differently. I need to add a little bit more of this. So that's what's really nice about it is because he's got a genuine concern for what happens with the products and how they're used and everything. And I don't think people really realize that the products are engineered for not just a specific use. Like this is a product that's used as a wash, but it's got a specific dilution rate and it's got a specific amount of time that it's supposed to dwell and everything else. So you really need to do the research. Don't just go buy somebody's...
Actually read the directions.
read the directions. Dilute it at the absolute... to me, that's one of the most crucial parts is diluting at the right amount. You're just like, hey, a little bit's good, a lot's great. No, because it'll stay on the vehicle. It won't empty. And then you're going to have bad results. So, talk to the companies that are doing that. These guys are super approachable. The website's got everything on there. They've been around forever and a day, and they're really great people to talk to. So,
yes.
I'm going to do a shameless plug
for
my Facebook group, which is P&S Detail Products, the Beadmaker Lounge on Facebook. Major support group, all product support. We have lots of really great detailers on there that jump in for us, and they're working right there with everybody else. And so it's so great to hear their take on everything. So we do all of our company announcements on there. That's kind of where you're going to hear everything first. We do a lot of sneak peeks. So the Beadmaker Lounge gets to kind of know some things first. So definitely an awesome, very positive product support group. So definitely if you're not part of that, go join that. You get the whole team too. And that's what's cool is even Bob, Dave respond on there all the time, Rennie, me. So, we're all super involved in that group as well. So definitely, if you're looking for, that's the best place to go for product support for P&S.
All right. You heard it. So go join today.
The Beadmaker Lounge.
Go right now.
And
then right after
join the
that,
group.
go to the YouTube and subscribe to the RoadFS
RoadFS channel.
podcast and go over to Sydney's and you got to watch the Beadmaker and Coffees.
Yes.
You guys got great guests on there. Answer a ton of questions. And so yeah.
Did you guys see that I turned Beadmaker and Coffee into a podcast?
Yes,
Yeah.
we
I
did.
figured out how
yes,
to do it. I'm
it's
so proud of
cool.
myself. Yeah. So
Yes.
you can
So
listen to
now
all
it's
the old
podcasts.
episodes.
You can
So-
watch, listen to the old
very
ones.
cool.
So
Yep.
go out and do that. So we'll be around here all week,
All week. Well,
except for
yeah.
Friday because I'm
Except for
leaving to
Friday,
go
Rod's
do a
leaving.
little
He's
special
got something
side
special.
trip.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool.
But anyway, thanks so much for tapping in. Thank you,
Awesome.
Sydney.
Yeah, no
we
problem.
always
Anytime.
love
Thanks for
talking
having
to
me.
you.
All right.
And we'll check you guys later today. See ya.
Bye.